1. The make or break for having a functional voice AI agent or conversation AI agent is all to do with the prompt, okay? So I'm gonna give you a free resource made by GoHighLevel themselves that no one knows about that will guarantee you have the best prompt of all time for your agent, and it works every time I've used it, so it's great. Right, so you want to use this resource. I'll put it in the description so you don't have to go ahead and find it. So this resource is made by Highlevel themselves not too long ago, right? And they tell you absolutely everything that you need to build the perfect prompt for GoHighLevel AI agents. So it says like the best practices, the elements in action, everything, right? So all we need to do, forget reading it, just copy it like that, then go to ChatGPT, paste it, and then tell ChatGPT what you want your AI agents to do. So if you want the AI agent to be like a vet for X, Y, Z, whatever you want, and then do that. So for example, this is pure just example. I said I'm building a voice AI agent for a construction company, ask relevant questions, and the main goal is to collect the user's number and trigger a call with them if they're a qualified lead from the questions we ask. Tell it the questions, yeah. So we want to, so tell it what questions you want if you're doing this with a real person, etc. And then just press paste. So based on the prompt you provided, role, task, blah, blah, I didn't even read it, but here it is. So let's just go for it and just copy it all. And then all you need to do is just get rid of all this and then just copy this. If it's these values, you can just go in and get rid of it and put in your actual business name. So you can put in whatever the construction name's company is, save it, and that's your prompt done. So that's something that save you tons of time, just these little weird tweaks. This will work, and you just go ahead, and if you do need to tweak it, just tell ChatGPT to tweak it to your liking. 2. Super important skill for funnels or websites, you need to know how to master the different boxes in the website and funnel builder. Mandatory, right? Let me just give you the breakdown now. Okay, so I'm in the website right now. Okay, so as you can see, we've got this outer green box here, then we've got this orange box, and we've got like here we have a blue box, this blue outlining, then we've got purple, orange again, green. So what's going on? You need to know exactly how to manipulate these boxes so you can make the website or funnel exactly the way you want it. Okay, so the green is the outermost box. That's like a new section. Every outermost green box is a section. So if we just go ahead, delete it, everything inside it deletes. Right, orange is an element, so it's the most inner box, and then going from there you got purple and then blue. Okay, so each and every box you can manipulate. Okay, so let's say this, so do you see here the blue is quite short, but then here is quite big. What if I wanted to either equalize it, so this is big as well, or just shorten this down? I wouldn't really pick this box because I can pick the outermost box. So you click the outermost box and you manipulate everything on the styles tab. So go to styles and it's always here. So what does this mean? Like what's going on here? So the outermost box, so imagine this green outlining is this dotted line here. So everything outside here controls everything beyond the green box, and everything inside this dotted line is everything inside the green box. Okay, so that's the way to do it. So the way whatever you selected, this dotted one becomes that box. So this orange, if I click this orange is this dotted box here, and if I manipulate this, the space above that or inside that gets affected. Okay, so let's go here. So we can see this blue is large inside, isn't it? So we need to go, obviously, there you go, we can see it's inside. So let's just do this and just drag it down like so, whatever we want. Okay, so we have it at that, maybe at 50, which is a bit better. Okay, whatever, maybe you want it large or whatever you want to do. Okay, there will come situations where it's very fidgety and you're trying to get a box and like a little mouse click, you keep clicking off one, or you physically can't get to one. So then in that situation you go here to layers. Now this lets you click on every single box. So boom, 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 boom. Do you know what I mean? Then every time I click on one, the box changes. So I can go that, this section here, they can go ahead and just delete it. You go to this column. Then if you want to edit it, you just come here, click edit, and then you can manage that box. Okay, so let's look at a few more instances. So for example, let's look at this box, or let's say I want, here's frequently asked questions. Let's say I want these questions to be closer, right? So what I can do is click this one, go to styles, and we can see this 15 here. So we can just put that down to 0. Then maybe we can go to this one and bring the bottom one down so they get closer, like that. Then how about this box? Let's have a look, that's on 10, so let's make that 0. And how about this one here? So you know what I mean, you just manipulate, and there you go, they've gone closer together. Then this outer one, there's too much space here, I don't like that. Let's just put it back to, let's put it to 40 whatever, even here, done. Then always save and publish. So that's how you manipulate the boxes. This is super important because when you build a client's website, funnels, whatever, everything's to do with boxes. Okay, that's how you manipulate everything the way you want it to be. Okay, super important tip. 3. You need to know exactly how you're going to collect payments from clients, how to add free trials, how to make sure the money automatically comes in every single month, how to add a free trial before the money starts coming out, all those kinds of techie stuff. And no, recently I don't use GoHighLevel to process my payments as well. Let me show you what I do. Okay, so log into Stripe, okay, on your computer or laptop, whatever. Obviously I'm gonna blur this out. But what you want to do is, here's the homepage, go to payment links, then press create payment link, then just make a product like, I don't know, Highlevel Harris example. All right, then add that product in, and then just do reoccurring. Let's say, I don't know, what £99 a month, okay, every single month. That's it. So if you want it like weekly, every 3 months, but 99% of the chance you're going to put it at 99 every month, okay. I press add product like that. Cool, so you can see the payment link being created. Now here's where you can do all the techie stuff. So if you want to include a free trial, so let's say you say to them, you can have a 30-day free trial, you can have a 15-day free trial, blah blah blah. There you go. The link, here you go, is right here, 15-day free trial. If you want to add tags, if you want to collect their name, right there, you can see I added it on. You can mark it as optional or not, like that. Collect business name, ID, you can add you can limit payments, you can add custom fields, all that kind of stuff. Then this is so simple. All you do, go to create link, copy this link, and then just send it to them on WhatsApp, email it to them or whatever. And there you go, they can pay that and they go into your account. And there you go, here's the link. They can go ahead, pay Apple Pay, whatever, and it come into your bank every single month. 4. This is ridiculously important. When you're going through funnels or websites, we always do it on desktop view, but 99% of the chance someone's viewing it on mobile view, and you need to know these little sly tricks to make sure it looks perfect on mobile view. And you can actually have both views show different things. Let me go through it now. By the way, just before we do this, if you're looking to sign up with Highlevel, use my link in the description. You get 30 days instead of 14, plus all the perks on screen now. One of the greatest perks there is one-on-one with me, plus snapshots, plus the rest of it. I'll let you guys read it. And you can also upgrade your account if you're an existing person with Highlevel. So yeah, let's get into this now. Okay, so we can see here we're in desktop view, right? So if we just go to mobile view, you can see it looks way different. Like on desktop, you obviously have more space. So like here, you have the booked appointment, but on mobile, it looks very strange that being there. This is too big right here. These two titles here, and even if you scroll down, like these testimonials does not look right. There's too much. But like if you go back on mobile view, it looks fine. So we need to sort this all out. So first thing is remember I said we can have different views on different modes, so desktop or mobile. So we can have it showing on desktop, but on mobile we can hide it. So just click on the element, go to styles. Now let's just hide it, visibility, hide it from mobile, but keep it on desktop. There you go, like that. Looks clean and it's still here. We can even hide it from there if we want, but it's great to have that there. That's first thing. Second thing, let's go to general, and you can see, so you can have different font sizes depending on what mode you're on. So we're on mobile, let's make this much smaller like that, and then obviously this needs to be much smaller too, maybe like this, maybe like that, and we can keep it the exact same, so it's fine on desktop, but on mobile it needs to change, right? So even spacing, you can have different spacing. Look, margin and padding, we've gone through this before, so I'm not going to go through it, but you can have different spacing depending if it's mobile or desktop. So like on mobile we can have this shorter, so we can have this at 0, but on desktop we can have it a bit of space. So desktop, I mean, you can have just a bit of space, but on mobile you can have no space. Do you see, like that? And even with this, I think a lot of this I want to hide, or just even this whole thing, just hide hide from mobile and desktop. I don't think it looks too great. So I can just delete all of this, delete this, delete this, delete this. I think that looks pretty terrible. And we can just put in here this widget instead, okay? And we can have that maybe just on mobile, and on desktop we can have the video testimonials. So I've put this in here, video testimonials, okay? So you need to go through and make sure mobile and desktop, the spacing's the way you want it, and hide different stuff from different views, okay? 5. I'm gonna show you a really cool way to get unlimited leads on Instagram, Facebook, any social media for any niche with a special Google search, okay? So let's do that together. So all you need to do is go on Google, type in your niche. So let's say, I don't know, hair salon, whatever. Then put in bracket with speech marks, whatever, Instagram, so it will only show Instagram profiles. Then put in a city, a state, wherever you're from, right? Don't do countries, do state, cities, and I'll show you why. So let's paste that. We are just gonna get hundreds and hundreds of these people. You can email, look, the emails, the links below to contact them or whatever. You've got, then you go to the next page and you can just exhaust all these people. Then once you've done all the hair salons Instagram, you can just do the same thing with Facebook. And there you go, you've got even more there. Then once you've done all the Facebooks, yeah, you can then change to Manchester. And then same thing, then you can change this to Instagram. And then once you've exhausted Facebook, Instagram, and every city in the UK or wherever you're from, then you can change the niche. So it's literally unlimited leads, right? You can just go boom, boom, whack them out. There are tools like igleads.io that you could just whack in, but that's paid. If you want a free way to do it, that's the way to do it. So that's how you're gonna find unlimited leads, okay? 6. So tip 6 is that when you're on a call with a client, you don't really know what to say. You don't know how to make them close. Sales psychology, super important. You need to know this. It's very important. I'm gonna go through a few important ones now. If you want my entire sales psychology strategies, if you're inside my affiliate community, if you start with Highlevel with my link, you'll be inside my affiliate community. You get all the perks on screen now, and one of those perks is my entire sales psychology. So all the strategies I use on call, you have access to them in writing there for you. So I'm gonna go through a few cool ones now. So first one I always do on every call is the 1 to 10 truth close. So I say, like near the end, once I've explained everything, I say on a scale 1 to 10, 10 being you're absolutely fine and we want to go ahead, and 1 being you'd never want to speak to me again, like I make a little joke, whatever. You say to them, where are you on this scale? They'll say 7. Then you say, okay, why is it not a 1? Then they'll start selling themselves to you and saying all the amazing parts of your business. Like, it's not a 1 because X, Y, Z, you're great at this, I really need blah, blah, blah. They start revealing, they start selling themselves to you about why they need the product. It's genius, right? Then you say, why are we not at a 10? Then it gives them the opportunity to start saying things that have been on their mind but they're too scared to say. If they may say, oh, just the pricing, or I'm not sure about your experience and this or that. It gives them the opportunity to explain what's on their mind, so you can go in, and I hope that you're prepared. You can go in and answer all of these queries in their head, because everyone has the same like 10 different queries or questions or questioning should they go ahead. So you can just go ahead, give them the opportunity to say what's on their mind, then slap it down and close any doubts they have. So that's 1. Second one is the status elevation frame. People actually want to buy and increase their status. It's like in human psychology, everyone wants this. So if you really start talking about it in a way, what their life will look like once they inside your program, how they will look to their competitors, just stop bigging them up, their ego, boom, boom, boom. They're like, yo, if I join this year, I'm gonna be better than my competitors, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have the new technology, I'm gonna be boom, boom, boom. Just gas them up. Like if they start joining, status elevation, okay? So there are 2 strategies that I use. If you want all of them, be sure to join my affiliate program. You get one-on-one access with me plus everything else, plus 30-day free trial with Highlevel. Is crazy. But yeah, on to the next one. 7. Now, a lot of people ask me, why is my profile section missing inside a sub account? And it's because you need to manually put yourself into a sub account and access the my profile section. Let me show you what I mean. You may not even realize you're missing this. Let's do it now. I'm gonna blur everything on the right, but you see here, I have a my profile section in my sub account. It's the example sub account. Now, if you go into yours, you may literally not have this section. You're like, what the hell, what's going on here? How's he done that? Has he got some premium high level? Nah, I don't. So all you need to do is go to agents view. So let's go back. Go to settings on the bottom left. Go to team on the left. And I'm gonna blur all these emails and everything. Just find yourself and go to the pen icon like that. And then go to roles and permissions and then add yourself to the sub account right there. Press save and then you'll have a my section inside that sub account. If you're watching this, you should add yourself to every sub account just so you have access to different things. Like you have a my profile and you can, I always add myself. I don't know if it does anything, but I add myself in every sub account that I'm in. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna blur what sub accounts I'm in, but yeah, so all you do just go to add sub accounts and add yourself in. It's good practice to add yourself in. It just gives you the my profile section. You can add a few more, you can just manipulate a few more things. Okay, so that's how you do that. Right, comment part 3 if you want to see a part 3, because I've got way more. I just like, do you know when you're writing things down, you realize, okay, there's so much more to this, but I don't want this to be a very long video. I don't know who's interested or what. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, comment part 3 if you want. If like 10-15 people, if a lot of people, like I don't really get 10-15 comments, so I don't know if a lot of people want to see part 3, I'll do it, because it's a bit hard to edit and it's a bit long, I'll be honest. Like you have to really think about it, but I've got a list. I know the other 8 to talk about, but I'm not sure who wants to know, who likes this style of video or whatnot. Yeah, I mean, if not, just talk to me in the comments, have fun. That's the goal right there, man. That's the goal right there. But yeah, like the video, subscribe, and peace out, man. Yeah, comment part 3 if you want to see a part 3. See you later.